Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 11, The Swan. This is the story of a brother and a sister who looked at the sky and who found the stars in various shapes. That various shapes generally we call them as constellations. So, we will have a look at the story to learn more about the constellation and the swan, as the name of the chapter indicates. The swan is also a name of a constellation. So we will learn in the chapter how the swan formed, how that constellation formed, and the various constellations in the sky. So let us begin with the chapter. When you look up at the stars at night, can you join them to make shapes? The children in the story see the shape of a swan in the sky. Read to know the story of the swan. So basically, the story relates to a brother and a sister, Pema and Jinpa. The name of the sister is Pema and the name of her brother is Jinpa. So they were sitting outside their house in the front of fire as the days were of winter. So they were sitting in front of the fire and it was a cold evening. They were sitting close to the fire, they were eating their food, they were chewing their food slowly. Pema stared up at sky above. Stared means to look continuously. So Pema was looking continuously at the sky. She could see hundreds and hundreds of stars shining in the sky because it was night time. So she was able to see hundreds of stars that were shining in the sky. Grandma noticed Pema was looking all across the sky from side to side. Grandma asked her, "What are you looking for, Pema?" Grandma was also sitting with them. So grandma saw that Pema was looking here and there in the sky. Pema was looking at all the sides of the sky. She asked Pema, "What are you looking for in the sky? What are you finding in the sky?" So Pema turned to her grandmother and asked, "What are those things in the sky, Grandma?" Pema asked, when grandmother asked a question like "What are you looking for in the sky?" So Pema asked, "What are these things in the sky, Grandma?" So grandma asked, "Which things are you talking about?" Pema said, the things that I am asking about. What are these things that are there in the sky?" So grandma asked, "Which things are you asking about?" "The bright shiny things are called as stars. You know about that? Don't you know about the stars? You know everything about the stars." "No, not those," said Pema. Pema said, "No, I am not asking about the stars. I mean the shapes that the stars form, because as we can see in the sky there are stars, and when the stars are collected together, they form different shapes. They form different type of shapes. So look, if I join those stars together, they make a shape of a bird." So Pema said, "No, I am not asking about the stars. I am asking about the shapes, various shapes that the stars make. Look there, if I join these stars together, they are making the shape of a bird." So Jinpa, the younger brother, he said, "I cannot see where is the bird." He sat up straight and he started looking at the sky. Pema said, "Look there." Pema pointed towards the sky and she said, "Look there." She said, "Follow my finger and you will be able to see the bird." Jinpa sat on Pema's lap and started following her finger. So Pema pointed at one star firstly, then she pointed out at the another star, then another, and so on. She pointed out to some stars, and at the end, she ended on the same star where she started from. So in this way, a pattern was formed. In this way, a bird was formed. "Oh, I see it," shouted Jinpa. Jinpa said, "Yes, I was able to see the bird." So he started clapping happily. Grandma was also looking up along with the children. She also smiled. So grandma told the children that this is called the swan. The shape that you were looking, that is called as swan. Swan is a constellation. So first of all, what is a constellation? Constellation is a group of stars that make a shape. So grandma said that this is a constellation and the name of this constellation is swan. Pema said, "Thank you, Grandma. I have learnt about this in my school, but I had forgotten about the word. I was not remembering the word, what exact exactly this is, but I have learned about this thing in my school also. Jinpa was confused, so he asked. Jinpa was confused, like the swan is a bird that lives in the that lives on the earth. How the swan is able to go on the to get up to go on onto the sky? So he was confused. He asked, how did a swan get up there? Grandma said, I will tell you the story. How did the swan get up there? Long ago, like it is a talk of, it is a thing like very previous time, in the previous times, a swan was being chased by a hunter. A hunter was chasing the swan to kill her. So the swan flew from one river to another. As swan is a bird, so it was flying from one river to, it was flying from one river to the another river, from one lake to the next lake. Why it was moving from one lake to another or one river to another? Because it was trying to hide herself from the hunter, but hunter always found her hiding place. Hunter always reached the place where she was hiding herself. So Pema and Jinpa asked, what did she do as the hunter was finding her places? So what did she do? Well, Grandma said she started to fly higher and higher up into the sky. When she was not able to hide herself from the hunter, she started flying up in the sky very high. Soon night fell. Soon it was the time of the night, and the swan was still flying. She was looking for a place to hide herself. The moon saw the swan, and moon asked, where are you going, dear swan? Where are you going at this time? Swan was very tired, Swan, because she was flying very high in the sky from till the morning. So she said she was very tired. So she said, I am looking for a place where the hunter cannot find me. She was looking for a place where the hunter was not able to find her. She was very sad, and she said this thing to the moon. The moon smiled and said, I know where you can hide yourself. I know where you can go. Grandma pointed back up to the sky, to the constellation of the swan. There she is in the sky. She is now safe from the hunter. Grandma pointed back into the sky, and then she showed the constellation of swan. She said, there is the swan in the sky. Now she is safe from the hunter. This is the place where the moon have showed to the swan to hide herself from the hunter. So here is the swan in the form of a constellation. Wow, Jinpa said sleepily. Jinpa was about to sleep. He said, wow, this is a wonderful story. Will you tell me this story every night? So please. So grandma said, yes, my child, I will tell you the story every night. And she picked up the sleepy Jinpa and she took him to his bed. And Pema once again looked at the stars, and then she said, good night, Swan. And then she ran back to her room to sleep. So from the story we have learned that in the universe, in the universe there are so many things, like planets are there, like sun, moon, earth, stars, clouds. So many things are there in the sky. As Pema and Jinpa were able to find a constellation, if we can see in the sky, there are a lot of constellations present. You can also find out the constellations. We don't know about everything, but when we see them, we can come to know about these things. Like if we can also say that the universe is very big. We don't know about the whole universe. We feel that the sky is this much only. Like there are the stars that we can see, there are only these much stars, but the number of stars is a lot. We cannot even count them, so it is a huge number. So this was about the story that we have learned. Now we are going to do the exercises portion related to this chapter. So the first one is answer these questions. So there are some questions that are related to the story. We will find out the answers to the questions by understanding the questions. First one is, where were Pema and Jinpa doing out? What were Pema and Jinpa doing outside the house? What were they doing when they were sitting outside the house? Second is, what did grandma notice Pema doing? What did grandma see that Pema was doing? Which thing? You have to tell this. What is a constellation? You have to tell about what is a constellation, and they were talking about which constellation, right? Who was chasing the swan when the swan was trying to hide herself? So who was chasing her? So you have to tell this. And last is, how did the moon help the swan? How did the moon help the swan in hiding herself from the hunter? B part is think and answer, in which the first question is, why did the swan fly up into the sky when there was no place to hide? Why she was flying up into the sky, as there was no place to hide in the sky? Why she was flying up in the sky? You have to think about this and you have to tell the answer of this. Then, did Jinpa think that the swan was a real bird made of stars? What do you think? What was Jinpa when Jinpa came to know about that the duck that the swan is there in the sky? Did he think that swan is a real bird that is made up of stars? So, what do you think about that? Now imagine you are moon and you have to write down a few sentences to tell the sun what happened when you saw the swan. Now, means you have to imagine yourself as moon and you have to tell the sun that you have seen a swan in the stars and what happened when you saw that, right? Now in the learn words we are going to learn about the name of the constellations. In the learn words there is a grid given to us, as we can see, and there are some words that are written in the black in the bold letters. These are the names of the constellations. These words that are written here are the name of the constellations. So the name of constellations are hidden in the grid also, so you have to find out the names of the constellations and you have to mark them. Like for example, Leo is given here, so Leo is already marked in the grid. In this way you have to mark all the constellations. You have to find the name of all the constellations given and you have to mark them. Next one is learn the language part. So in the learn the language part we are going to learn about do, does and did. So first of all, do, does and did, these are the helping verbs. As you all know that do, does and did are the helping verbs. They show the actions that are done in the present as well as in the past. Means do and does are used to show the works that we do in the present time, the time that is currently there, and did is used to show the actions. Did is used to tell about the works that we have done in the previous times. They are also used to ask the questions like do you have a pencil? Do you see the stars? Did Jinpa see the stars? Does Jinpa see the stars? So these are also used to ask the questions. Now how do we use do and did? Do is used with singular, although does is also used with singular. Do is used with do is used with plural and does is used with singular. Do is I, you, we and they. Do is used with I, you, we and they, and does is used with he, she and it. Now in the A part there are some blanks given to us. We have to write down do or does according to the sentences given, according to the subjects given. Like if I, you, we or they is given, you will use do, and if he, she or it is given, you will use does. Next is the usage of but and or. Two words we are going to learn about, that is but and or. So these are the words that are called as the joining words. The but and or are the joining words because they are used to join the sentences. Previously we have learned about and is used to join the words in the sentences. Now and is like we can use and to join two words, Ram and Sham, Sita and Geeta, right? So if we want to join two sentences, so we can also use and, like Raj likes dosa, Raj likes sambar. These are two sentences. We can join these two sentences by using and, right? Raj likes dosa and sambar. Now and is used to join sentences. Now we'll learn about but. But is also used to join the two sentences, but when the sentences show opposite ideas. We use but only when the ideas are opposite. Like first sentence says something you like something, right? And the second sentence will have to say you do not like something, only then you can use but. For example, you can see Raj likes dosa, Raj does not like sambar. One is he's liking something, the other one is he's not liking something. So Raj likes dosa but he doesn't like sambar. Third one is or. Or is used to show an option, means when you have a choice, then you can use R to or to represent the choice. Like Raj may eat dosa or rice, means uh, between these two things only one thing he will be choosing, like either he will be eating dosa or he will be choosing rice with sambar. So now in these sentences you have to you have to join them by using and, but, or according to the situation you have to use and, but, or. For example, first one is I wanted to buy an ice cream, I did not have enough money. First one says मेरे को आइसक्रीम चाहिए पर मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, सो वी विल यूज बट. आई वॉन्टेड टू बाय एन आइसक्रीम बट डिड नॉट हैव इनफ मनी. Second is, do you want tea, do you want coffee? Two choices are given to us. What do you want? Do you want tea, do you want coffee? So you have a choice between them, so you can use do you want tea or coffee. So in this way you have to join the sentences using but, and or. So now students, we are going to learn about dictionary. I hope all of you have heard about the dictionary. So what is a dictionary? A dictionary is a book in which we are able to find the meanings of different words and how to use them. In the dictionary, all the words are arranged in an alphabetical order. In an alphabetical order means, like, firstly words with A are given, then the words with B are given, then words with C are given, and so on, right? So now we will learn how to use a dictionary. So first of all, like as you can see in the picture, shape slash swan is written, right? So it tells us these are the guide words and they tell us about the first and the last words on the page. Means first and the last means first word is shape on this page and last word would be swan. So next word is entry, like the word written in the bold letters, the words that appear in the alphabetical, like first is apple is written, right? Then B for ball is written. In this way the word that appears and after that its meaning is written. Firstly the word will be written, that is entry, and after that, after colon, the meaning or the definition of that word is written, that is called as the meaning. Now if two words begin with the same letter, we look at the next letter. Means on A there are so many words on A, right? Like for example, here they have given star, sky, shape. These all words are from S, they are starting with S now. So when two words begin with the same letter, then we see the next letter, like star and swan. Now star is having T and then swan is having W after S, so they both are beginning with S. Next letters are T and W. Now when we place T, when we want to write them, we will see which letter will come first, T or W. So as we know, T comes first, so we will write star before swan. T comes first and then W comes now. So star comes first, then swan will come. So we will write star in the dictionary firstly and then we will write swan. So now beta, there are three lines given to you in which there are four words each. You have to arrange these words in the alphabetical order. Means how will they appear in the dictionary page? You have to write them, like which word will come first and then which will come nextly. So in this way you can write down the words of the dictionary. Now next is right part. In the right part you can see there is a riddle, writing a riddle. What is a riddle? Riddle is a question that is having a hidden meaning. In Punjabi we can call it as bujarat. So bujarat is called as riddle. What is a bujarat? जिसके अंदर एक मीनिंग छुपा होता है, हमें वो वर्ड फाइंड आउट करना होता है कि किसके बारे में बात हो रही है. सिमिलर इज अ रिडल इज मीनिंग, इट हैज अ हिडन मीनिंग इन इट. To write a riddle, think of the clues that will help someone to guess the riddle and then think about yourself as the thing and describe yourself. Means you have to, in this you have to make a riddle. Firstly, there are two riddles given to us and we have to look at the picture and we have to these are the pictures that are given as the clue. We have to find out what they are saying about, what the riddle is saying about. Like I have a long tail, I live in trees, I like to eat fruits, who am I? We can see there is a monkey on the monkey given on the picture, so the answer is monkey. Next is I am something, I am something in the sky that shines at night, but I am not a star, who am I? In the picture a moon is given, therefore the answer is moon. Now what you have to do is you have to write two riddles on your own, and you have to ask these riddles from your friends so that they can find out the answer of the riddles. So this was all about the story. I hope you have enjoyed the story, and I hope you have learned about the constellations. Thanks for listening. Thank you and have a nice day.